Director of the Early Childhood Unit, ECDU, in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, Ms. Kimona Brown, says plans are underway for the reopening of daycare centers.
We have heard the National COVID-19 Task Force clearly when it advised of the following. 1. The reopening of the early childhood sector will be on a case-by-case basis. The proprietors of each facility would have to apply to the Early Childhood Development Unit to start the process and work towards being approved for reopening. 2. Proprietors and supervisors of nurseries and preschools are asked to contact the Early Childhood Development Unit at 466-2810 for guidance on the application process for the review of their facilities in light of the COVID-19 safety requirements. 3. Once an early childhood facility has been checked and determined to be compliant with the new safety and health protocols for the early childhood sector, then that nursery or center would be able to secure approval for reopening. As a consequence of that meeting with the COVID-19 task force, a follow-up meeting was held with key ministry officials to work towards concretizing the recommendations made by the COVID-19 task force in our quest to reopen the early childhood sector. We are well on our way in laying the foundation that can be of assistance to all our partners in the delivery of early childhood.
A press release from the Education Media Unit said ministry officials and members of the COVID-19 task force met to discuss the way forward to meet the needs of parents and daycare center proprietors after extended closure brought on by the pandemic. The Early Childhood Director and Permanent Secretary of Education, Mr. William Vincent Hodge, chaired several meetings with private and public center supervisors starting Friday, July 3, to sensitize them. They explained the process of approval for the reopening of centers, which, it was revealed, would be done on a case-by-case basis. Advice from the National COVID-19 Task Force indicated that proprietors of each facility would have to apply through the Early Childhood Development Unit to start the process and work towards being approved for reopening. Proprietors and supervisors of nurseries and preschools were also invited to contact the Early Childhood Development Unit at 466-2810 on St. Kitts or 469-4651 on Nevis. I'm Andre Huey reporting for SKN Newsline.